Welcome to Immigration Guide Australia, your trusted source for clear, accurate, and up-to-date information on Australian immigration. On this channel, we compare different types of Australian visas, immigration programs, policy updates, and pathway options to help you understand what works best for your situation. If you want simple explanations, side-by-side comparisons, and the latest immigration news, make sure to subscribe. Like this video, share it with others, and comment below with your questions or topics you want us to cover next. The biggest shift in Australia work visas for 2026. Start strong. Today we be breaking down the most important Australian work visa updates you must know for 2026, changes that could make or break your migration plans. If you're a skilled worker planning to move, work, or settle in Australia, listen closely. From new invitation trends to shifting salary requirements and political proposals to reshape migration, this update will affect your strategy, your timelines, and your chances of success. Whether you're reapplying from overseas or are already on a visa in Australia, these changes are taking effect now and will define the roadmap for skilled migrants throughout 2026. Let us unpack what the government has changed, what's on the horizon, and how you should prepare your applications and expectations for the year ahead. Policy shifts. Government stance on skilled migration in early 2026. Australia's migration narrative continues to evolve. While the overall permanent migration cap hasn't significantly increased compared to the prior year, the focus has sharpened on skilled migrants and labour market needs. Skilled priorities remain central to government policy, but experts note ongoing debates and proposals aimed at tightening who qualifies and how. Many people are accepted in key visa streams. This includes political proposals to cut the permanent migration program by as much as 25%, particularly targeting the skilled visa intake, a move that could reduce overall places and make selection even more competitive. Skilled streams like employer-sponsored and state-nominated visas are expected to feel the impact first, so applicants need to stay updated on these numbers and priority changes. Context from policy news and proposals shaping 2026 skilled migration. Skilled visa invitations. What the numbers tell us. In the first rounds of 2026, states like South Australia have already issued hundreds of invitations to skilled migrants across core categories like healthcare, engineering, IT, and construction, clearly showing where demand remains highest. This invitation trend highlights strategic skills gaps Australia is targeting. But remember, allocations per state, visa, subclass, and occupation are fluid and competitive. Some states like NSW have already hit their nomination caps early, which tells us just how tough the competition has become. Skilled independent 189, skilled nominated 190, and skilled work regional 491, 494ths. Visas are still the main pathways, but selection depends heavily on points, state demand lists, and timely EO. Knowing which regions are inviting and in what numbers helps you plan rather than chase opportunities. Insight into visa invitation activity shaping skilled streams in 2026. Salary and income thresholds. New requirements you can't ignore. One of the most hard-hitting changes skilled migrants should be aware of is the annual adjustment to Australia's income thresholds for work visas. From the 1st of July 2025, salary floors tied to the core, skills income threshold specialist, skills income threshold, and temporary skilled migration income threshold were indexed upwards by about 4.6%, meaning employers must now offer higher wages to nominate skilled visa holders. If you're aiming for employer-sponsored visas like subclass 482, 186 or 494, these thresholds can affect your eligibility directly. The intention behind this is to ensure overseas workers are paid at least as much as local counterparts and to curb undercutting in the labour market. Skilled migrants and sponsors alike must plan their offers and timelines around these changes, or risk delays and refusals. Explanation of salary thresholds and why they matter for visas. Onshore visa, switching and visa hopping rules as of early February 2026. Significant changes aimed at reducing visa hopping, the practice of switching between visa types without leaving Australia, have begun to land in policy discussions and internal enforcement shifts. These tighter frameworks are intended to make visa status transitions more structured and predictable, and to discourage exploitation of temporary streams. While details are still emerging, migration planners and applicants should prepare for new restrictions on onshore switching and clearer rules on how long you must stay on a given visa before changing streams. Understanding these evolving integrity measures is crucial if you're currently inside Australia and hope to pivot from a student or temporary visa into a skilled work pathway without jeopardizing your plans. Recent community discussion suggests tightening reform is underway. What this means for you. Strategic takeaways. So what does all this mean for you, the skilled migrant? First, be proactive, not reactive. Competition across visas is high, and some pathways get filled fast. Second, make sure your points score, English results, and skills assessments are valid and current before submission, because deadlines and criteria are tightening. Third, if you're pursuing employer-sponsored visas, ensure your job offer meets updated salary levels and that your occupation fits the state demand lists. And finally, stay updated with political proposals. If migration caps or skilled allocations shift mid-year, it will directly affect your visa prospects. The smarter your preparation, the better your chances of success in this fast-changing landscape. Australia still welcomes skilled talent, but the game has changed. Final summary, key points to remember. Here's your quick recap. Migration caps and skilled visa intake are evolving. State invitation rounds are active but competitive. Salary thresholds increased from July 2025. Tighter onshore switching rules are coming. Strategic planning matters more than ever. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you resubscribed and hit the bell. We're tracking every Australia work visa change as it unfolds through 2026. Drop a comment with your visa questions, and we'll help you stay one step ahead on your Australian migration journey. Thanks for watching Immigration Guide Australia. We hope this comparison helped you better understand your Australian immigration options. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts or questions below. Really helps the channel grow. For more comparisons, updates, and detailed guides on Australian immigration, subscribe to Immigration Guide Australia and stay connected for upcoming videos.